Hello everyone, good morning all of you. Welcome to you all in today's fifth online session of chapter number 12. And as you know already, the name of our chapter number 12 is How Heavy, How Light. In our previous session, we see some of the topics regarding the measurement of mass, or we can say that measurement of weight. In that we see some sums of conversion, then after we see and solve the word problem of addition, multiplication, division and subtraction. Now in today's session we are going to study and learn about the balancing point. Then after we see and study the total weight, how to find out the total weight of the given things. Then after we are discussing about find the total money of a given things, and then in the last again we see and solve some word problem. So let us start our today's session. So the next one is which part of the balance will go down, and represent it with the down arrow mark. See here, I am giving here balancing point to you. Okay. Now you have to tell me that which part of the balance will go down. You can see the balancing pan, balancing weight at the various places. And every day if you want to see, then just see with the vegetable vendor. They are using this kind of pan. In one side they are putting some measurement of weight of 1 kilogram, 2 kilogram, 500 gram, 250 gram, and the another side they are putting the things which we buy from them. And here you have to know that which balance goes down. Which balance? You remember? Yes. Which one? The things which have the bigger measurement. That side, that pan goes down. See here with one example. Here in the first one, there is the two weight are there. 25 kilogram is there and 40 kilogram is there. Whereas on the another side, there is 35 kilogram and 40 kilogram is there. Now you have to decide that which part of the balance will go down. So for that what you want to do? For that you want to do the addition of this both part, and after that you have to decide that which one will go down. So if you see on the left hand side, there is the measurement of 25 kilogram and 40 kilogram. What is the addition of it? That is the 25 plus 40, that is the 60 kilogram. Whereas on another side there is another two measurement, and the addition of this both measurement is 75. So which one will go down, of 65 or 75? Yes, the side which have the maximum weight, it will go down. So see here, the right hand side will go down. So what you want to do? On right hand side you have to just mark one down arrow. Let us see one another example for the balancing pan. In this also you have to represent one down arrow where you have to mark it. Yes, the side which have the maximum weight, on that you have to mark it. So on the first side there is a 75 kilogram and 75 kilogram. What is the addition of it? That is the 150 kilogram. Whereas on another side there is a 35 kilogram and 140 kilogram. What is the addition of this? That is the 175 kilogram. So which side? One side there is a 150 kilogram. Another side that is a 175 kilogram. So which side will go down? Yes, another side means right hand side will go down. So what do you want to do? So you have to just mark one down arrow. On which side? The side which will go down. And always you have to remember that the side which have the maximum weight, that side always go down. Let us see one another example. Or the balancing pan. In this, one side I am giving the weight, that is the 36 kilogram and 75 kilogram. What is the addition of it? 6 plus 5, 11, 1 in the carry, 7 plus 3, 10, and 10 plus 1, 11. So, the answer is 111 kilogram of left hand side. Now, on right hand side, there is a measurement 35 kilogram and 40 kilogram. What is the addition of this both the number? 5 plus 0, 5 and 4 plus 3, 7. So one side there is a 111 kilogram, whereas on another side there is a 75 kilogram. So which side will go down? Yes, the side which have the maximum weight, and here the maximum weight is 111, which is on left hand side. So left hand side will go down, and on left hand side you have to mark one down arrow which represent that this side will go down. Let us see one another one. On the left hand side there is a 50 kilogram and 350 kilogram. What is the addition of this both? 50 plus 350, that is the 400 kilogram on left hand side. Whereas on right hand side there is a 30 kilogram and 230 kilogram. What is the total of this both the number? That is the 260 kilogram. So which side will go down? Yes, the side which have the total weight is 400 kilogram is go down. And what you want to do? You have to just put one down arrow on that side. If now your another question is that if there is similar measurement on both the side, if there is a similar measurement, if there is an equal measurement on both the side, then there where both are in balance. Both are in balance means no one goes down, that both pan shows equal. Now, here you want to find out the total weight of the following. In this I am giving some shapes to you. See here, this shape represent the 2 kilogram. Now this circle represent 500 gram. And this triangle represent 1 kilogram. So now here what you want to do? Here they will given three different shapes to you, and in that they were given the measurement of that shape. First shape is square or rectangle. The weight of that is 2 kg you have to consider. Then the weight of circle you have to consider 500 gram. And then the weight of triangle is considered as 1 kilogram. Now here what you want to do? Here I am giving two shape to you. and you have to find out the total weight of that shape. This shape, first shape, that is the square, is considered as a rectangle. So the first one, square, it represents 2 kilogram and the circle represent 500 gram. So what do you want to do? You have to add this both measurement, that is the 2 kilogram plus 500 gram. 2 kilogram plus 500 gram is equal to, we can say that 2 kilogram and 500 gram. Now the second one, the same like that previous. You have to add the measurement of square plus triangle. What is the measurement of square? What is the measurement of circle? That is the 500 gram. And the measurement of triangle, that is the 1 kilogram. So here you have to do the addition, 500 gram plus 1 kilogram. The addition of 1 kilogram and 500 gram is 1 kilogram and 500 gram. Now in the next, you have to do the same. But here they were given 3 shapes to you. You have to add these all the shape, all 3 shape. Square plus circle plus triangle. The measurement of square is 2 kilogram. The measurement of circle is 500 gram. And the measurement of triangle is 1 kilogram. So here just do the addition, 2 kilogram plus 500 gram plus 1 kilogram. So as per the rule, you have to do first the addition of gram. Here they were given only 1 gram to you. So 500 gram, you have to write down 500 gram as it is. Now what you want to do? You have to do the addition of kilogram. Here they were given 2 measurement for the kilogram, that is the 2 kilogram and 1 kilogram. So 2 plus 1, it's a 3. So the answer is 3 kilogram and 500 gram. Now the next topic is answer the following question on the basis of table. Here I am giving one table to you, and this table regarding the postal rates. Now what is the meaning of postal rate? Have you ever gone to the post office? They sell some different things, postal items, and the cost of that item is known as the postal rates. So here the first one is single postcard. If you purchase one postcard from the post office, then you have to pay 0.50. Here 0.50, it means what? It is not considered as a 50 rupees. Before the point, whatever they were given, it is considered as rupees. And after point, whatever the digit they were given, that is known as paisa. So what is the postal rate? What is the cost of single postcard? So the price of single postcard is 50 paise. If you purchase printed postcard, then what is the cost for it? The cost for the printed postcard is 6 rupees and 00 paise. Then after, if you purchase inland letters from the post office, then the cost of one inland letter is 2.50. 2.50 means 2 rupees and 50 paise. Now here about the letter weighting. If you send any of the document to your family member, or to your colleagues, then sometimes it has some weight. If the weight of that letter is 20 gram or less than 20 gram, then you have to pay 5 rupees for that. But if the weight of that letter is more than 20 gram, then you have to pay some additional rupees for every 20 gram, and that additional rupees is 2 rupees. Now the next one, that is of parcel weighting. If you send any parcel to your family members or to your colleagues, then for 50 gram or less than 50, you have to pay rupees 5. But if the weight of that parcel is more than 50 gram, then you have to pay for every additional 50 gram, you have to pay rupees 3. Now first, see, here this topic is new for you. Suppose, see in the letter weighting, if the weight of your letter is less than 20 gram, means if the weight of that letter is 19 gram, if the weight of that letter is 10 gram, 5 gram, 15 gram, then compulsory you have to pay rupees 5. Now below that they were written that for every additional 20 gram, means if 20 plus 20, it's a 40 gram. So, till 40 gram you have to pay rupees 7. How it comes 7? 5 plus 2. First 5 rupees, that is for 20 gram. Now, next 20 plus 20, it's a 40 gram. Okay, so till 40 gram you have to pay 5 rupees plus 2 rupees. So, till 40 gram you have to pay rupees 7. If the weight is 25 kilogram, then you have to pay 7 rupees. If the weight is 30 gram, then you have to pay 7 rupees. If the weight of your letter is 40 gram, then also you have to pay 7 rupees. Now see the next one. For the parcel, till 50 gram you have to pay rupees 5. Means if the measurement of your parcel is 35 kilogram, then you have to pay 5 rupees. If the weight of it, that is the 25 gram, then again you have to pay 5 rupees. But in below that they will write down for every additional 50 gram you have to pay rupees 3, means 50 plus 50. 50 plus 50, that is the 100. So till 100 gram, you have to pay rupees 5 plus 3. You have to pay 8 rupees. If the weight of your parcel is 90 gram, or it is a 75, or it's a 85, or it's the 100 gram, then you have to pay rupees 8 for it. Now let us discuss some of the question regarding this table. What is the total price of printed postcard and two inland letters? Here you have to find out the cost for the printed postcard, and also you have to find out the cost of two inland letters. So first you have to draw one table. In that you have to separate this both the cost. If you want to separate this both the cost, then you have to write down one side rupees and another one is paisa. Now first you have to write down the cost for the printed postcard. The cost for the printed postcard is rupees 6. So in the column of rupees we have to write down 0, 6, and in the paisa you have to write down 0. Now in that you have to add what you want to add. the price of two inland letters. In this table, they were given only the price for one inland letter. And we have to purchase how many inland letters? Yes, we have to purchase two inland letters. So plus inland letters. How many inland letters are there? 2. Multiply by 2.50. So do the multiplication. 2.50 multiply by 2. It's a 5 rupees. So in the column of rupees you have to write down 5 and in the rupee paisa you have to write down 00. Now what do you want to find out? You have to find out the total price. Total price paisa, that is the 00, and rupees, that is the 11. So we can say that the total price of printed postcard and two inland letters is 11 rupees. Now the next question is, in this you have to find out how much will you have to pay for the stamp on a letter weighing 50 gram. See here, you have to find out the cost for the letter whose weight is 50 gram. So again the same thing, you have to make one table, one side rupees and paise. So first you have to write down for 20 gram only. Okay, so it's a 5 rupees. Now what is the total weight of that letter? That is the 50 gram. But from this 50 gram we already paid for 20 gram. Now how much is remaining? Remaining, that is the 30 gram. How it comes 30 gram? That is the 50 minus 20. From the total weight we subtract just 20 rupees. So now you have to pay for the 30 gram. But here they were given the additional 2 rupees for every 2 gram only. So for 30 gram we have to add 2 times. So 2 plus 2, that is the 4 rupees and 00 paisa. So what is the total price? Paisa, that is the 00, and 5 plus 4, that is the 9 rupees. So we can say that we have to pay rupees 9 for the stamp on a letter weighing of 50 gram. Now here if we are just add 120 gram in 20, then 20 plus 20, it's only and only 40 gram. But the weight of our letter is 50 gram. That's why we have to add 20 gram 2 times. We are adding 20 gram 2 times. Therefore, we are adding the cost for the additional 2 times. Let us see one another example. In this you have to find out how much will you have to pay for the stamp on a parcel. Here you have to see in the column of parcel whose weight is 200 gram. So see here again you have to make one table. In that you have to write down one side rupees and on another side you have to write down paisa. First you have to write down the cost for 50 gram. So for the 50 gram, what is the cost? That is the 5 rupees and 00 paisa. Now from this 200 gram, just subtract 50 gram. So you get the remaining one. How much is remaining? 200 minus 50. So the remaining is 150 gram. Now what you want to do? For this 150 gram, you are not supposed to pay 5 rupees. Because you already paid this 5 rupees for the 50 gram. Now for every additional 50 gram you have to pay rupees 3 only. So how 150 gram is making? 50 plus 50 plus 50. If we are adding 50 gram 3 times, then we are getting 150. Yes. So you have to add rupees 3. How many times? 3 times. 3 plus 3 6 and 6 plus 3 it's a 9. 9 rupees and 00 paisa. What is the total cost, total price for the parcel whose weight is 200 gram? So we can say that the total price for the parcel whose weight is 200 gram is 14 rupees. Now let us see some of the word problem. Here I am giving the cost of, if the cost of 1 kilogram orange is rupees 60. What is the cost of 1 kilogram orange? That is the 60 rupees. Then you have to find out the cost of, whose cost you have to find out? 1.5 kilogram is. Here they were given the cost of 1 kilogram only. From this 1 kilogram, you have to find out the cost for 1.5 kilogram. So, first of all, you have to know what is the meaning of 1.5 kg. 1 means 1 whole kg and half kg means how many grams are there? 500 grams are there. So here you have to find out the cost for 1 kilogram and 500 gram. As we know already, 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram, and what is the cost for 1000 gram oranges is rupees 60. If you are telling that thing that 1 kilogram is equal to rupees 60, then also you can say that the 1000 gram is equal to rupees 60. Next, so we have to find out here the cost for 500 gram. As per the unitary method, we have to find out the cost for 500 gram. That's why we have to write down 1000 gram first. So 1000 gram is equal to 60 rupees. Then 500 gram is equal to question mark. Now the second rule for the unitary method is that the number which written in the cross, for that number you have to do the multiplication. So here you have to do the multiplication of 500 multiplied by 60. So the answer is 30,000. Now the another rule of the unitary method is that the number which is remaining, that you have to write down in the division. So whenever we are doing the multiplication of 500 multiplied by 6 at 60, at that time the 1000 is remaining. So this 30,000 is divided by 1000. So 30,000 divided by 1000 is equal to rupees 30. Now you have to find out the total price. Total price for what? Total price for 1.5 kg. So price for the 1 kilogram is rupees 60 and the price for 500 gram is rupees 30. So do the addition. 60 plus 30, that is the 90. So we can say that the cost of 1.5 kg is rupees 90. Now again, you have to find out the cost for the same one. The cost of 1 kilogram orange is rupees 60. Then you have to find out the cost of 2 kilogram. So as you know already, we have to find out the cost for the 2 kilogram. That's why we have to write down kilogram first. 1 kilogram is equal to 60 rupees. Then 2 kilogram is equal to question mark. Do the multiplication, the number which written in the cross. So here you have to do the multiplication of 2 multiplied by 60. So 2 multiplied by 60, that is the 120. Therefore, we can say that the total price of the total cost of 2 kilogram is rupees 120. Let us see one another one. Here again, the cost of 1 kilogram orange is rupees 60 and you have to find out the cost of 250 gram. See here, they were given the cost for 1 kilogram and we have to find out the cost of 250 gram. How it is possible? But we know that the 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. So if we are telling that 1 kg is equal to rupees 60, then it is okay. Instead of 1 kilogram, if you want to say that 1000 gram, then also you can use. So we can say that the 1000 gram is equal to rupees 60. And we have to find out the cost for 250 gram. Therefore, gram we have to write down first. 1000 gram is equal to rupees 60. Then 250 gram is equal to question mark. Now the number which written in the cross, do the multiplication for it. So here in this question we have to do the multiplication for 250 multiplied by 60. 250 multiplied by 60, that is the 15,000. Whenever we are doing the multiplication, at that time one number is remaining, that is the 1000. So here what you want to do? Here we have to do the division. Division of what? The answer of multiplication. So the answer of multiplication is 15,000. Do the division. 15,000 divided by 1000. So what is the answer? 15 rupees. Therefore, we can say that the total cost of 250 gram is rupees 15. Thank you. I hope you understand these all sums very easily. So do more and more practice at your home and complete your assignment. Thank you.